Right, Ken Range Theory Trader back with you with part two of the 159 live analysis. So let's not waste time and get right into it. So first trade I took a loss on, which was a CAD yen at a short bias because as we can see, this was the 1 a.m. candle. This was the 5 a.m. candle. So because price had poked above the range and closed back inside of it, as we teach, small bodies can lead the big bodies. Small candle bodies rather than least the big ones. But in this case, the big body was to the upside and not to the downside. So I got in short. Always teach this is the golden zone, which was below. Well, let's see, golden zone is really like right here, which is above the 9 a.m. open. The black line right here is the 9 a.m. open. This is the candle range high. So I was going short right in here, but my stop loss was set right above the range. Thankfully, it was. So the loss was fairly small. So, another great aspect of trading this system is that stop losses and take profits are fairly tight. So, yeah, this was just a wrong one. So I did get a win on New Zealand yen because I saw a fair value gap develop right at the candle's close. Or right, I'm sorry, right in this range here, this golden range right here, which was below the 9 a.m. open, but above the candle range low. Let me make this a little bigger. Again, this is 5 minute chart. So this is a little bit of a late entry. So after I lost CAD yen, I slid on over to New Zealand yen to see what that one was doing. And obviously, just teased the low and then spiked back up. So this was my entry right around there. And about 9:45 or so, retraced a little bit back into the fair value gap, and then kept right on going. I took profit like right here. So I did do a couple entries. Like I think my second and third ones were somewhere in here, like there, and maybe like somewhere like there. So but either way, but yeah, so all of them were good entries up to the top, as you see. Then it came back and then it burst out of the top again, so that was good. So that was the winning trade for the day. Let me go back out to the 4 hours so we can see how that looks. Let me get rid of this fair value gap. That's not important. So 159 was, this was the 1 o'clock here. This small, it's a little bigger. This small candle body here, small candle body here, large candle body right there up to the range top. So that was perfect. And just scaling in, of course, and just hits it. So scaling in, even if the range isn't that big, scaling in will help you make more money basically in a shorter amount of time. So, but again, it could go either way as well. So just be sure if you scale in to set your stop losses. I did take a little scalp on New Zealand, Euro New Zealand short, but it was, that only made like, it was a small return. See, so that was the high. Let me get rid of this. That was the 1 a.m. high and the 1 a.m. low. So this was the range. This was the 5 a.m. candle, spiked above it, closed inside. And then if we go down to the 5 minute to see the entry, yeah, I got in like right around here because I noticed it had already closed inside the range before at like 9:55. It came back up, down, back up. So I took this little move down here. I didn't get the whole thing though. I got out maybe like right here. So it might even been 1 to 1, maybe about like right there. Um, just a little scalp, and I'm glad I did because as you can see, price is still retracing. So yeah, I like to be out of these by 1 p.m. I'm not holding these overnight or anything like that. That's just not what I'm interested in for right now. So that was that. So those are the trades I took. Let's see how the rest of them actually shook out though. So Euro Yen. This one was an inside bar, so this one would have been valid. Only because the expansion candle did hit. Our ideal trade zone would have been here. Let's see, this was 9 o'clock. Where was 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock was right here. So again, we're in below this line. Okay, so that would have been the ideal trading range from like, you could say from 9:35 to about 9:50 or so, maybe even 9, or maybe even 10 o'clock. That would have been good for, you could have got 1 to 3 out of that possibly, like 30 pip move, maybe even 40. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. let's just say 30 pip move to be on the safe side. Okay. But this one, now this isn't my first choice to trade, though, to be honest. The only reason I may have taken something like this, or you may want to look for things like this, is because of the fact of the 5 a.m. candle being so small. Because remember, small bodies lead to big bodies, and the 1 a.m. candle low held, right. So it's kind of like just you just got a higher high, and then a higher high right there. So one, two, three, and then it just exploded to the upside. Not exactly the same CRT. What I like to see is price go down and sweep this low, the 1 a.m. low, and then go up. But sometimes it'll just retrace a little bit past the 9 a.m. low opening price and then go up. So that's something else to keep in mind. And then last but not least, pound. This one didn't do much at all, so there was nothing here really worth trading. The price action was there in terms of the setup, but it did move, and you will have that sometimes. So this was the high. Let's do the trading zone. So this was 9 a.m. open. So for shorts, anywhere in there would have been the trading zone. So like right here, anywhere in there would have been fine. Stop loss can go above the range high. So let's see. So you say you could have taken like an entry right here, like 12. Yeah, something like that. And it may keep dropping. I just don't know, but it's just consolidating. It's not doing anything. So, what are you going to do? Price could go either way. There may not be much momentum here either. Let me see if there's any fair value gaps. Because if you recall from the deep study video, if you see fair value gaps in your direction, that could be a sign that momentum is developing. And we got a couple. There's one here that held, and there's one here now that's holding. So, it may keep dropping, but again, I just don't know. There's no guarantee. So, but it was a good trading day for me overall. Like I said, I lost CAD yen, but I did win Euro New Zealand for a little bit. And my main trade that led to a withdrawal for today was New Zealand yen long. So those are the results. Hope you guys managed to catch a good trade as well. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for your time and attention, and have a great rest of your day.